What up, y'all? It's your boy from All You Can Colts. Your boy Harrison is back. Football's back, baby. So you know how to come back and give you a quick rundown on the Colts year. It's our time now, baby. Feel me? So let me go ahead and do a quick rundown from what happened last year and what to expect from this year. So let's start with changes from last year. We should have some pretty good upgrades now. We got a new QB, so we got old man Philip Rivers out of there. He did great last year. Got to a playoff game. We went against Josh Allen toe-to-toe with the Bills, and they barely squeaked by with 3-point W in the playoffs. So, we there. Had a little, 11-win season last year. So, we in the mix. So if we could get a good QB, we could get farther. So old man Rivers retires. He's out there coaching Alabama now, high school, not college, not with Nick Saban. He ain't there yet. He's getting his stripes right now. So he's finally doing his little coaching thing. So what we did in the offseason, we made a trade for Carson Wentz. So, it's a little questionable, a little tough. Carson Wentz was probably the worst starting quarterback in the league last year. So it's going to be a tall order to ask him to go ahead and lead us to a Super Bowl. But he got Frank Wright. So if he has his old coordinator back now as head coach, I think we could get some of that good old 2017 Carson Wentz back. So now we're just wondering, will that transaction be a steal or a bust? You feel me? So Ballard, our GM, best GM in the league, y'all will see. He traded a 2021 third-round pick and a conditional second-round pick for 2022 that can become a first-round pick. So it only happens if Carson plays 75% of the snaps for the season, a little brittle. So, Mr. Glass can't be falling apart on us. We're going to need him to last the whole year. Even if we got to put some duct tape around him, push him out there, get out there and score TDs. Or if he plays 70% of the snaps and the Colts make playoffs. So it's a good little stipulation. We got to cover our butts if he falls apart on us too. We saw what happened with the Eagles. So we can't have that happen. They got Jacob Eason back there, doing a little something. You saw him in the preseason. He has a strong arm. Man, he'll launch that ball 80 yards. And got a little touch with it, It looks like he could develop to a pretty good starter. He just needs to be a little bit more accurate on the run. He's not a very mobile quarterback. Once he starts running out the pocket, he loses his accuracy really quick. He gets little jump happy. His feet start moving, a little dancing, and he gets a little rattled once a little pressure's coming his way. So hopefully Frank Wright will coach him up. And behind our old line, hopefully that won't happen too many times where he gets sacks and has to be pressured all game long. So the next thing is I want to talk about is our pass rushing situation. So we got, new pass rushers as starters. So that's another big move. I got to cover the points of what happened from last year and what to expect this year. And number one point on defense is the pass rushing. We got Justin Houston last year, who is now 31. So, get a little long in the tooth there for football mortality, reasons. DNs at 31, they're still good, but you don't want to give them a huge contract or anything. So I guess it's time to let the young guys go out there and see what they got. Last year, Justin Houston had 8 sacks, so he was good, still productive. We had the Nico Autry too. He was good too. He was the right defensive end, and he had 7.5 sacks, so 7.5 sacks. He's 30 years old, so both the ends are in the 30s now. So we lost both starters to AFC conference competitors. So that's what's tough, you know. Houston went with Baltimore, so they got another nice little piece on there on the defense, and then Danico Autry went to the Titans, which is the rival. I understand, but I guess trying to rub a little salt in the wound since Chris Ballard didn't bring him back. So he's like, okay, I know where to go. So we have to face him twice a year now, but we ain't worried. You know, the O-line nice. So we ain't to worry about him. 7.5 sacks was good, serviceable, but we're gonna need more than that if we're gonna do big things. So we got rid of both of those guys, and so we better replace that what was that combination, about 15 sacks, 15.5 sacks. We gotta replace it with some real gems, you know. So we got some young guys, we got some new blood to get some production. We got Kwity Paye, our first round draft pick out of Michigan, looking nice. That boy nice. Take a look at the preseason. They don't even have to give him too many snaps. They give him a few snaps and he just runs over the tackle. So he's doing this thing out there. And then we got a couple other second rounders actually, and they're pretty good. We got Kamoko Toure, which not too many people know who he is, but Colts fans know who he is, because that boy got some speed behind him. You'll see. He just fly out the edges, and if the left tackle or the right tackle is slow, he's out. Your quarterback, RIP, he's getting hit. So we got Kamoko Toure coming back healthy. We got Tyquan Lewis, who showed big things last year. It looks like he's coming together as a pretty good pass rusher. We also got Ben Benigou. Last year, he was nowhere to be found. We're looking for that boy. But this year in the offseason, he been putting in work with DeForest Buckner, and it's showing. He came to play this season because in the preseason, he looks like he means business. So we got 3 guys that should do big things in our DN spot. And based off what we've seen from the preseason, these boys hungry. You feel me? So our GM made the right decision by rolling out with the young bloods. I approve of that decision because we need to find out who they are and what we have. Do we need to go find another pass rusher, or do we develop our guys, you know, build within? So, and save a lot of money. You saw how much these DNs were going for this offseason? They pricey. So if you got some homegrown talent, you roll with your boys before you start bringing some, you know, some, I don't know if the free agents are great, but they're talented, before you bring some other talented ends onto the team. So that's our pass rushing situation. We got to get that right, because the defense, everything else looks pretty good. And the next thing I want to talk about is we kept our core foundation. So that's huge. A lot of turnover be happening on a yearly basis. So if you could keep some of your main cogs, you do that. So we've kept our players intact by re-signing our top 5 right tackle, Braden Smith. I don't know how this guy hasn't been into a Pro Bowl yet. He allowed 0 sacks last year, and most of the country don't even know his name. I'm like, where they do that at? The guy's great, but nobody knows him. You know why? It's Indianapolis. I mean, if it was a big time program like the Cowboys, he would have jerseys selling out. It's fine though. We're just gonna sneak up on them boys. It's fine. We got the next big time talent that we kept at the end of last year was our top 10 D tackle, Grover Stewart. Huge nose tackle, huge, about 300 pounds, huge, and that boy strong. Watch some film on him. He's moving people. Double team all day. He don't care. Still moving both those boys coming after the quarterback. So he's good with just plugging in the hole and make 2 people have to push him out. Because if he goes one-on-1, good luck. He's going to push right by that guy, go get your QB. So I'm so glad that Ballard kept him at the end of the year. So he kept him intact. Got to have a good front 4 on the D-line. And then can't forget about one of the top 3 best linebackers in the league, Darius Leonard. Feel me? How does go? The Maniac? He does his little dance like that? Yeah, that boy back. You go see him all year long. So we kept him. So that's huge. You got to keep top 3 linebacker. Maybe number 1. Who knows? Who knows? Feel me? As a Colt fan, I feel like he is the best linebacker. But, you know, still got Bobby Wagner out there. Fred Warner's nice. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But he's up there. Our GM just don't mess around, man. If he sees talent, he keeps it. The rest, you kick rocks. He'll find your replacement if you just average. He ain't go ahead and keep average guys. He wants elite guys on the roster, because once you start building elite guys in each position, the whole team just levels up. So he also kept re-signed Nyheim Hines. Y'all see that boy. What can you say? Darren Sproles 2.0? 4.3 hands, the best hands out of any running back. I don't know who has better hands than him. You just got to see him. As soon as he's great in space, as soon as he catches the ball, he's out. Shifty little guy. What is he, like 5'9"? Yeah, 5'9", 5'8". Not even 200 pounds. Fast. So he's a good little running back. We have back there to go along with Jonathan Taylor, you know. And then yeah, that was basically the biggest core foundational pieces that we're able to keep up. Yeah. So, you know, it's Indianapolis. It's a small market team. If you don't keep your guys, someone's going to come scoop them up, pay them a little cash, and they're out the door. Good luck replacing them, because not everyone's coming to Indy, you know. They're always looking for the big organizations like the Steelers and Cowboys and maybe even the Patriots. Nobody wants to go play with the Patriots. Yeah, you know, you try to play football, you're not joining the military. Bill Belichick doesn't have that good rep. So we're able to keep our boys and keep the young bloods in-house. So that was good. I was really happy to find out we kept our boys. You can't end up like Houston. If you don't sign your boys, you're going to end up like the Houston Texans. Can't do that. All right, so next point is both the defense and offense were top 10 last year. What? That means we knocking on that door. Let us in, or we about to kick that door down. So we have the potential, or you could say a ceiling, to be in the top 10 category in both defense and offense this season. Feeling so the floor could be as low, you know, as maybe middle of the pack, 15th, but we don't want to go backwards. Can't regress that back. I can't regress that far back. So we're gonna be immediately tested week 1. We're going against Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf and them boys. So it's not going to be any jokes. So we'll see if we come up on top, you know. I can't discount them Seahawks. They're like a wild card, you know. They got a lot of good things going, but they got some holes. So it's like top heavy. You got a lot of premium talent at key positions, and then a lot of average guys in other positions that don't really do too much, but they're there. They're serviceable. So we just got to take their key guys out, and we'll be in there. Now, let's talk about the current roster. Woo! So, you know, Colts recently released the 53-man roster. So most Colt fans know the heavy hitters on the roster. They know who they are. But for the people who don't really follow too much about the Colts, let me go ahead and give you the list of ballers you got to look out for. So, you heard it here first. You know, I ain't going to sugarcoat it. I make these bold you know, I guess they're not that bold, but they're not too known either. So, I'm going to go ahead and let you know most of these guys will probably end up on a Pro Bowl list, or can I say all pro? Let's go say all pro or all pro list, because these boys are here. They're not coming no more. They're about here. So this year you might see a lot of first-time Pro Bowlers from the Indianapolis Colts roster. So I'm going to hit you on the head first with Jonathan Taylor. He ain't no Pro Bowler right now, but everybody knows he's here. Y'all saw he had over 1,000 yards last year. No one wants to tackle that man. He about, 225, running 4.39. You saw how he burned these boys last year. As soon as he's by you, you ain't catching. You ain't catching him. He's out, 4.3. DB's like, what they feeding these boys from Wisconsin? I can't get them. Because the 4.3 is not supposed to be happy with 225. That combination is dangerous. You just see some of these tackles, some of these DBs be doing. Give him that arm. Stick the arm out there. I ain't put my body on the line. Business decision has been made. So watch out for Jonathan Taylor. He's probably gonna be in a Pro Bowl. Maybe all Pro. Who knows? We'll see. Then you got Michael Pickman out of USC, 6'4", 223. It's a big boy. Good hands, good speed. Reminds me of a lot of Keenan Allen, you know. So it's gonna be he's gonna be a pretty good number one receiver. Hopefully, we'll see how Carson Wentz use him. But we saw last year the talent's there. He's ready to go. His dad was running back in the league. Pittman from the Bucks back in the day. He was like a little muscle hamster. You don't mess with him, he'll run you right over. So his son got a lot of those gifts. You know, they translated through Pittman there. So he's gonna be a good player, and he might be a Pro Bowler this year too. Next person you gotta watch out for is Ryan Kelly. He's been a Pro Bowler already, so he's a top 5 center in the league from Alabama. Nasty. So as long as our O-line stays healthy, Cleveland, watch out. We're coming for that number 1 spot. Next one is Quentin Nelson. Everybody knows good. Big Q. Best O-lineman in the league. Running over everybody. You gotta watch that man's highlight. When he's out in front, everybody gets out the way. Oh, 300 pounds coming my way. I gotta duck, hide. Hide your wife, hide the kids. This man's coming out. So, Quentin Nelson, big time. Then Braden Smith. I don't know how, again, this guy doesn't get any Pro Bowl votes, or how's he not on the list? 0 sacks last year. So you go see him. He has to make the Pro Bowl this year. Stop disrespecting our boys, man. These guys put in work around here. So that was on the offense. That's like, what, 6 guys? Damn. 6 guys on the offense alone that look out for these boys, be Pro Bowlers or all pro. On defense, we got Big DeForest Buckner. Can't believe this guy got 9.5 sacks as a 3 technique. Defensive lineman. And he had a messed up hand all year long. Wrapping it up. Pushing double teams out the way. Still getting to the QB. He couldn't even grip. I'm like, what? So there's more. Monster. 6'7". What is he, 295? It's a strong man. Long arms. You should see it. Techniques. Push 2 O-linemen together, get them out the way. Coming after the QB. Better let go of that ball quick. Grover Stewart. He's going to be that's an underrated one. Because he came into the league as what? 5th round pick? Slowly every year getting better. Now him and Buckner in the middle. Oh man, our run D is legit. People don't like running against us. Those boys be punishing the O-line. Push them back. Closing the holes for the running back. They don't know where to go. Oh, can't go right. Can't go left. Where did I go? Oh, hit. Don't play. Grover Stewart needs to be in the Pro Bowl. And then it's a big nose tackle. And then got Bobby Okariki. Future Hall of Famer. Bobby Okariki. Ask Pat McAfee. He already seen it. The day of the draft. It's going to Canton. All right, so that's another big time linebacker. Him and Darius gonna be killing boys out here this season. Both can cover, both like to hit, both could get turnovers. It's a problem. It's a problem. So Bobby Okariki has to make the Pro Bowl this year. It's his time. Y'all will see. He was big in the preseason. He was good last year too, but he had to share a little time in the linebacker spot. But now that linebacker went to the Browns. So now it's his time. And then we can't forget our will linebacker, Darius Leonard. So the middle linebacker, Bobby Okariki, will linebacker, Darius Leonard, just wreaking havoc. So they're both gonna be nasty. So we got, what's that? That's 9? Oh man, 9 boys so far. And then Kenny Moore, best slot corner in the league. How has he not been to a Pro Bowl yet? He's going this year. So we got our nickel cornerback, Kenny Moore. You got our will linebacker, Darius Leonard. We got our middle linebacker, Bobby Okariki. We got our nose tackle, Grover Stewart. We got our D tackle, DeForest Buckner. We got our right tackle, Braden Smith. Our left guard, Quentin Nelson. Our center, Ryan Kelly. Our number 1 wide receiver, Michael Pickman. And then our running back, Jonathan Taylor. That's 10, y'all. 10. From the shoe. They'll be representing in the Pro Bowl. A couple of those guys will be all pro. You can book it. All right. So I got to give it up to Chris Ballard. That's the next point. He really filled those cupboards up on this roster. Like within 5 years, we went from a joke of a roster to nobody wants to see us. Get ready to be black and blue after the game. Because these boys are physical. They practice harder during the week than they play on game days. So it's a grindhouse Monday through Friday. And within those 5 years, he really, really filled up that roster. We got a lot of debt, so if someone goes down, next man up. So now we get to see how that translates into the next 5 years. Because now, he had his time to hook up the roster, make sure we look right. Now it's time to see what those boys can do. So if we still had Andrew Luck, come on, man. I'll guarantee you Lombardi by now. Come on. Luck went 11-5 his first, 2-3 years in the league. With who? T.Y. Hilton and others? Who do you have? Frank Gore? That's about it. Well, what's guy say? Jack Doyle? Come on, man. Andrew Luck was the man. That guy was just letting it rip. T.Y. 80-yard bomb. But can't live in the past no more. So Luck's out the door. But life can't be guaranteed that, So we gotta go through it the hard way. But imagine, life can't be that easy if we didn't have to go through Luck, retiring, Jacoby Brissett, Phillip Rivers, now Carson Wentz. Hopefully, we finally could keep a quarterback. Man, every year we played merry-go-round with the QB position. So, good thing we got a decent head coach. He's making those boys keep us alive. We're still making playoff pushes, and we're in the playoffs 2 of the last 3 years. So, we're still in the mix. But, man, can we get an elite QB that's going to be here to stay? So, Carson, hold it down. So, here's what we need to do to get right and win the Super Bowl this year. I'll let you know right now. I know the holes of the roster. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I know what we good at and what we need help at. Feel me? So we got 6 things. If we get right, it's a wrap. So, number 1, Carson Wentz needs to be a top 10 QB again. That's the first question mark. Everybody's wondering, how's he gonna do? I don't know what to make of the Colts. Carson Wentz sucked. You're right. You're right. The guy was getting beat up all year long. The O-line for the Eagles was trash. No real receivers. Who are they trotting out there as receivers? Come on. Every guys from practice squad. Come on. And Miles Sanders was hurt a lot. So they had to go with the backup running back most of the year. It's like it was rough over there. Bunch of JV boys over there, you know. So now he has a top 10 roster. Feel me? So Carson Wentz, you have no more excuses. It's ready. It's show up or go home. Next point we need to fix after the QB is our left tackle, Eric Fisher. If he solidifies the left tackle position, pick up where Anthony Costanzo left off, and he's gonna be better than Anthony Costanzo. Come on, because Eric Fisher was a Pro Bowler for Kansas City Chiefs. So as long as he comes back from his injury, 100% ready to rock and roll, and he delivers how he's supposed to, that O-line's a beast. Feel me? Eric Fisher, Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Mark Glowinski, and Braden Smith. Come on, can we say number one O-line in the league? Only year of competition, I think, is the Browns, because the Browns O-line nice. So we right up there with them, because we got some Pro Bowlers on that O-line. We got three already currently. Fisher, Kelly, and Big Q, Quentin Nelson. So the O-line nice. The big wall of Indy. Feel me? Next point. Third thing we gotta make sure we address. Paris Campbell, baby. Come on. He needs to stay healthy all year. Because out of Ohio State, that boy was nice. Was he 6 foot, 6'1"? Runs a 4.3. Hands. Runs a good route tree. So as long as he stays healthy, really a problem. Feel me? So we need to make sure we got our weapon all year long. Because, you know, Michael Pittman's nice. We need another guy with him. You get Michael Pittman, Paris Campbell, and I got 2 headaches. And then T.Y.'s gonna come back, do his little slot thing. 3. Don't forget about Jonathan Taylor. That's 4. It's 4 problems. And, you know, Carson Wentz, just be a game manager. Hold it down. The next thing we got to worry about, the fourth hole or concern. Marlon Mack. Mack Attack is back. If he is still productive like he was last year, he's going to keep Jonathan Taylor fresh. That's what we need. We need a good stable of backs. Feel me? And if Marlon Mack comes back healthy and effective, can you say top 2 running back core in the league? Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines, and Marlon Mack? That sounds illegal. I don't know. Marlon Mack had 2,000-yard seasons before last year when he got injured towards Achilles. Nyheim Hines led the running back core in receiving yards. He's basically a slot receiver playing running back there. So he's catching everything. And he was averaging 4 yards a carry last year. So he still runs, totes the rock good. They dropped the Taylor's running over everybody in his way. You remember like old Adrian Peterson who like decided if he wanted to run through people or juke them out? That's what JT does. He's like, nah, you're catching it today. Come get some. Boom, shoulder, run over. You're going to need the next DB, the next defensive guy to come and grab his ankle and help. Because if you go one-on-one with that man, it's going to be a long day for you. Our next point is our edge pressure. That's the other concern that needs to get home hard and often. If our D-line's nice this year, like I think we can be, I'm telling you, we go from top 10 defense to top 5. And then, number 6 issue. We need an answer. Please. A good answer for the second boundary corner position. Because Rocky has seen, you got to do this. So sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. He's always grabbing somebody if you burn him. There goes the yellow flag penalty. He's holding again on a big bomb. It's like always the big plays. He gets burned, he panics, stresses out, and grabs someone's jersey for no reason. If you're scared to get burned back up, I don't know what to tell you. All right. But if we get a good second corner, now we have no holes in the secondary. So our secondary nice. So we really need to get that corner position figured out. So if we get those 6 things fixed this year, come on, man. If we solve these 6 concerns this season, get ready to hear, Mama, we made it. I'll see you in LA for that Lombardi, because it's our time. All right. So thanks for watching. Football is back. So I am too. Feel me? Your boy. So I'll see y'all next week. You know, I'll let you know what we did versus Russell Wilson and them boys. You know, and then until next time, see you on All You Can Colts.